Here today who finally got this clarity. May 4th is when your exams will begin. June 10th is the last date. So between May 4th and June 10th is when Class 10 and Class 12 board exams of the CBSE will be held. And then July 15th is that big day when the results will be declared. Joining me live now for first reactions on this clarity on the CBSE board exams, Meenakshi Narula is principal of the Chelmsford Futuristic K-12 School. Ritika Chaudhary is a student of Class 12. Namrita Munjal is a student of Class 12. And Kriti Arora is also a student of Class 12. Welcome to all of you. Before I go to the principal of the Chelmsford School, I want to go to the students first. Namrita, May 4th is when your exams are going to start. That's a good 4 months that you have left to study. How are you feeling? Are you happy with this announcement?
Yes, sir. I'm pretty happy with the announcement because the whole year has been, online. So although the school has put like 101% efforts to connect to us, however, the offline classes had another level. But we have been preparing, but this extension was actually required because this is the time that we need to actually start bucking up for the examination that is coming up. So I think that this is a pretty good decision by the government of India and the Education Ministry. And I think, yeah, this is a very good news for me. And I think all of the friends who are giving the exams for 10th and 12th.
Okay, I'm glad you're sounding so, cheerful about it. Very nice. 4 months to go. I'm sure you've already been studying. Kriti, how are you feeling about this announcement? May 4th is when your exams are going to begin now.
I am really happy that at least we got some time to prepare because all the studies that we have done has been online.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm obviously very happy and relaxed that we have got much time for preparation. So it will be very helpful to us, and I'm sure that students will be able to use this time wisely.
Ritika, most students that we've been speaking to have mentally been preparing themselves for, the possibility that the dates would be announced for March itself. But now it's been announced for early May. May 4th to June 10th is when the exams are going to happen. How are you feeling about those dates? Confident? Happy about that?
Yes, sir. I am very, very much happy about the dates because finally we have the dates, so we will prepare according to that. Although I am mentally very much prepared whether if they will be happening, like if they were in March also. But in May, I am very much happy and hope so the school will also reopen soon because we need this physical proximity with our teachers.
Yeah.
And the whole year we are studying virtually, so there is no physical proximity between teachers and us. So we need that also and hope so the schools will also reopen very soon.
Meenakshi ma'am, because obviously exams are not just about students, but also about teachers. They also have to prepare, for the execution of these examinations. How do you feel about this? May 4th to May 10th to June 10th seems pretty reasonable, say most students. What's your reaction, ma'am?
Well, sir, I would like to say this is a wonderful New Year gift given by our Honorable Minister for all the students, all the education faculty, everybody, because now we will be having sufficient time to organize the papers and we can have even the classes for the students in person, those who are having low or maybe no internet connectivity, those who could not have the online classes. We will have sufficient time to conduct and
Namrita?
Wonderful gift. I would like to thank the Honorable Minister from the bottom of my heart for this wonderful decision, for the wonderful New Year gift for all of us.
I'm so glad you're calling it a New Year gift. I never thought that the word board exam and New Year gift would be used in the same sentence. It's very, very nice to hear that everyone is so cheerful about something that used to be as terrifying as a board exam, but this generation is handling it so amazingly well. Namrita, 4 months to go for your exams. Obviously, you'll get the specific dates in the next few days, I'm assuming. But how are you going to plan the next 4 months? Are you going to be able to chill out a little bit, relax a little bit, have a holiday? Or is it only going to be padai, padai, padai?
Sir, I think it is pretty much going to be padhai, padhai, and padhai because, sir, we have been studying all year, but this is the time. This is actually the advantage that we are getting. We have been studying online, but this is the time when we have to, revise everything, the subjects, topic wise, and everything. This is the time when we can actually go to teachers in school now that things are opening up, and we can give sample papers, attempt sample papers in front of teachers. The teacher is in front of us. We can ask them doubts or whatever queries that we have had the entire year, but being online it would not be that easy to clear them. So this is the time when we can actually contact teachers, our mentors, so that they can actually help us out with stuff. And yeah, the revision, I think these 4 months are grace months that we have got, and I think it should be padhai for everybody.
Yeah, 4 months is a good solid amount of time. Kriti, how are you planning to spend these 4 months? Obviously, it's going to be a lot of studying, but now at least you have a definite target कि May 4th को शुरू होने वाला है exams. So now at least you can plan your life accordingly. Kriti? Okay, I think we've lost that link with Kriti. Ritika, you want to take that question? Now that you have clarity on the dates, you can plan your life a little peacefully now.
Yes, sir. I can, like, from today onwards, I'll plan a proper timetable. Like till now also I was doing it with a timetable, but now with a more suitable, like with a more proper timetable. And yes, these 4 months are only going to padhai, padhai, and padhai, because it is also good news also, and a bit of stress because like only 4 months are left. So we will brush up our syllabus more.
Kriti, what about you? Is there going to be any time for a summer vacation or no such luck? It's going to be only studies now. 4 months is a good amount of time. How are you planning to see it through?
I believe that all these months, the students who have not really been serious about studies because of the online examinations and everyone could easily give their examinations, but due to this extended period of time that everybody has got, and people will be able to study effectively. And I'm sure that students will be able to use this time wisely and prepare better for their examinations only if they want a great score for their board results.
Okay. To Meenakshi ma'am, the fact that there is 4 months that has been given now to the students, is this enough time, to prepare for the exams? How will teachers be advising students right now? Because for the entire year, there has been a different kind of education, online education. Now you're going to have a big exam that decides your career, decides the next few years of your life.
Yeah, certainly, sir. Actually, I would like to mention here, maybe now when the dates are out, the children, exam 4th of May. Otherwise, the children, they were under a lot of stress, like we don't know when will the exams are going to begin. So at least they will be able to plan. And I would always say, when you have a perfect plan and you can execute, you can implement it, that will definitely give you very wonderful results. So that we can also plan it accordingly. We have got sufficient time to do it, and even have the classes in person and give a lot of experience to the exposure to the students as well. And certainly we will be having a wonderful planned work for the recapitulation of all the concepts done so far on online classes. Though we have been doing blended learning, flipped classroom and all, but soon we will be having classes in person too.
Namrata, are you going to celebrate tonight? It's New Year's Eve. Many people had said ki Mantri ji, why has he chosen New Year's Eve to announce exam dates? He could have announced it some other time. But luckily, it's good news because all of you are at least smiling. Are you going to be in a slightly celebratory mood today? Ki New Year hai aur ab pata chal gaya ki exams kab hone wale hain, so I can at least let my hair down and relax a little bit now, and maybe even party a little bit at home.
Absolutely, sir. Till yesterday, we were actually friends and everybody. We were talking that what a start to 2021. We are getting the date sheet, but I think this is pretty good and like a lot more than what we expected. So yeah, we can celebrate, but yeah, it's COVID, so we'll celebrate over Zoom, our friends and everybody, and it is really good. So yeah, a bit of celebration is the need of the hour.
No, absolutely, because it's not all about studies. The exams are now 4 months away. Kriti, do you think that you will let yourself celebrate New Year's like a normal person and not be under too much pressure? Thoda sa relief aa gaya hai about the dates. Maybe you can celebrate New Year's a little nicely now?
Definitely. I think today would be the day that children would relax themselves, because I think from tomorrow or day after, they'll all get into studies and would work hard for a better score. And all these months that they have not prepared themselves for the board examinations, I think that today at least they should have the proper freedom to at least enjoy themselves, because obviously New Year's Eve.
Ritika, what about you? Any New Year's plans? Because with this good news about the dates, at least thoda sa mental stress has been removed now.
Yes, sir. This 2020, as all of us know, is not a good year, but at least like this year is going and it is giving a good news that yes, from 4th of May we have our board exam, so it is really a good news. Till yesterday I didn't have any plan, but yes, now it's time for a celebration.
Time for a celebration. Amazing. Namrita, I'm curious about one thing. Are you going to, Kriti says she is going to start studying tomorrow itself. Are you also going to start studying tomorrow? That's the first day of the new year? Or you will give it a few days now and then start studying?
Absolutely, sir. Right, tomorrow, and I think I'll start making the plan day-wise now. So the advantage of what we've got right now is that we know the target date. We know the exact time that we have. So tomorrow is a new year. So new year, new beginning. I hope new 2021 without troubles. So I'll obviously make a schedule according to the target date, and then start preparing right from tomorrow.
Kriti, share some of your studying secrets with us, because there are students all over the country who will be listening now. How do you plan it? When I took my class 12 board exams in 1998, many, many years ago, long before all of you were born, I didn't even make a schedule. I used to just study as it came, and then I, took my exams. Kriti, how do you plan your day? There are 4 months, which is a long period of time for studying. Do you make a timetable? How many hours do you study a day? How many hours do you relax? Is that what you're going to do now? Prepare a timetable.
Thanks for the question. This is an amazing question for a person who really needs to channelize their time and how to study. So basically what I do personally is I wake up in the morning, I first have my breakfast and everything, and then I also have my classes.
Kriti, what time do you wake up in the morning? What time do you wake up?
So basically I sleep late at night, so I tend to wake up around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So,
Give us the rest of your day.
So then I have my classes. I attend my school classes. But now since we are on a break, then I attend my tuitions. So we have some homework assignments from our tuitions too. So all the pressure that we're getting from the school, the practicals, the viva, the assignments, everything I completed by the evening.
Yeah.
And then there's some time left for self-study, and I want to tell each and every single student from my experience till now, since I wasn't able to utilize my time efficiently in the evening, I think that is the best time for a student to study properly in order to get a great score. And if also a student also needs to channelize on like what particular time the student is more efficient.
Yeah.
If that's early morning, then a person should always wake up early morning. If like for me personally, I prefer to study late at night and not in the morning.
Kriti, you're like me. Kriti, you're like me. I could, my parents used to say, get up early in the morning. That's when your mind is open and fresh. That's when, more things will enter your brain. Sorry, I completely disagree with that. I also function best very late at night, not early in the morning. I'm not a morning person.
Even my
Ritika?
parents would be.
Same, right?
Yeah.
Same. It's really true. I used to study much better late at night. Ritika, what about you? Are you a morning person or a late night person? And what does your day look like?
So actually I wake up at 7 o'clock, but I am a
Wow.
night person actually.
Okay.
And it is that what I do is I do not use any guide or reference book. First, I try to brush up my NCRT book because they are the most important thing that we need to brush up clearly. And secondly, I give 1 hour to each subject daily. That's what I do, and I sleep around 1 o'clock and wake up around 7 o'clock.
Okay, good. 6 hours of sleep is still little less than you need, but waking up early and sleeping late means you're having the cake and eating it too. What about you, Namrita? What is your padhai mantra? How do you do it? Do you devote one subject to one day, or do you do different things? How do you channelize, as Kriti correctly put it, how do you channelize your energy so that you're giving enough time and enough effort to enough of the things that you need to?
Sir, actually, there is a complaint that my mother always has, that you are too much involved in extracurricular. You are into debates, always organizing events. So that is where I think 1/4 of my energy always goes. So the rest of the energy that is left, I think I also function very well at night, because I usually sleep around, like it's pretty late, 3 o'clock. So I usually devote one of the persons said right now, I usually devote 1.5 or 2 hours to each subject daily.
Okay.
Because I think that maintaining parity between all the subjects is very necessary, because I am a commerce with math student, for instance. So there are times when I try to focus extra on math, since it is a typical subject, but then I lag on subjects like business studies or economics. So I believe that every subject has equal importance in the board examination. So I prefer giving equal importance to each of the subject daily, so that I can keep pace with the
Okay.
syllabus that the school is taking.
No, very interesting. Everybody has a different way of studying. There's no right or wrong. Even I used to study different subjects on each particular day. So, whatever works best for you. One last question I have for all of you, starting with you, Kriti. You have already taken your class 10 board exams a couple of years ago. This was before the pandemic. None of all this horrible stuff was there in the world. So you already know what it's like to take a board exam, but now you're taking this board exam in the pandemic. What would your advice be, Kriti, to class 10 kids who are going to be facing their board exam in the same dates as you, who are taking their first board exam basically, and it happens to be in the pandemic?
Right. Thank you for the question, first of all. Basically, when I was in 10th grade, I used to be really scared of board examinations due to all the pressure that our peers and friends and family have created. But one thing I want to tell my juniors is that don't be scared of board examinations, especially the 10th grade, because it's one of the examinations which you guys have to experience, and they are so easy only if you've completed your NCRT. Don't focus more on the guidebooks or anything. The NCRT is going to save you guys, and just read each and every example, each and every single page, and I'm sure that you'll ace it.
Okay, that's nice, positive advice. Ritika, would you have similar advice for your juniors?
Yes, sir. I will also try. I will also give the similar advice as Kriti said. One thing I want to tell: no need to be nervous. Just be confident on yourself that yes, you can do it. Like, it is your first time. When I was in 10th grade, I was very nervous. Like, how will I give the exam? What kind of environment will I have? But I must say the environment was really very friendly, because the teachers, the invigilators which I had, they were very friendly. So you need to be very much confident, and yes, you can do it. Obviously, the same advice I'll give them. Yes, you need to complete your NCRT first.
Okay, you need to complete your NCRT, try out those sample papers. Don't be too nervous, don't get bogged down by anxiety. Exam to, now it's going to happen, so you have to go through it and give it the best you can. Namrata, I'll end with you. Your advice for students and your juniors who are going to be facing their first board exam on these same dates, May 4th to June 10th.
Right. So I believe that the teachers are the more appropriate people to actually suggest people to study NCRT and everything. But one thing that I really want to tell all the juniors there is that board examination is something very, very similar to the examination that you appear for in your school. I think the teachers are very efficient to prepare papers on the same pattern as board. So the only difference is that you have to go to a different place and appear for the paper. So let me put this very simple. It's going to be very similar. So I don't think that one thing is that if you fear board exams, the board exams will fear you. So believe in yourself, and I think all of you will do pretty good, because when my board exams of grade 10 finished, I just came home and told Mama, I'll get 90% marks, and I think you should be happy enough if I get them. And when the result came out, I think I was the happiest person on this earth. So all of you will be the happiest people on the earth. And so all the very best.
I would very much echo that same sentiment. Namrata, Kriti, Ritika, and to all students out there who have finally getting to breathe a little easier because they have their exam dates now. I wish you the very best. May you fly high in the exams. May you also get some time to relax and have a good time. You know, there's a winter and then there's a summer. So I hope you don't overdo it also. You guys are talented young children and you will do very, very well. I'm sure of that. Thank you for giving us your time here on India Today. Meenakshi ma'am, also appreciate it. All the very best to you and your school. There's going to be a lot of pressure in the execution of these exams under the pandemic. So we are with you here on India Today, and we will be with you at every step and continue to tell the stories of our students and teachers in this.